From that, President Bola Tinubu says the inauguration of Nigeria's largest lithium processing plant in Lafia, Nasarawa State.
The Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, has asked China to scale up its partnership with Nigeria.
Players from the Chinese consulate, Nigerian industries, trade associations, tech firms, and academic institutions.
What happens when Africa's most populated country teams up with the world's second largest economy? The answer isn't just trade deals or handshakes, it's a transformation. Roads are being built, steel plants are coming alive, and exports are flowing duty-free. This isn't just Nigeria's win, it's Africa's next big leap. Chapter 1. A new era of partnership. China and Nigeria are not just signing agreements, they're building something far deeper. In the last few months alone, we've seen massive changes. A lithium processing plant in Nasarawa has started operations.
Its dependence on proceeds from crude oil as Nasarawa State launches one of the largest lithium processing plants.
The famous Ajaokuta Steel plant is being brought back to life. Major road and water projects in Abuja are already complete, and this is just the beginning. But why is this happening now? It all goes back to the 2024 Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC. At this global summit, China laid out a bold vision to support African development with 10 partnership actions. Since then, the relationship between Nigeria and China has evolved into what's now called a comprehensive strategic partnership. This means both countries are done with just talking, they're acting. Chapter 2. Trade without tariffs. One of the biggest game changers? Zero tariffs. China recently removed import taxes on goods from 53 African nations, including Nigeria. This gives Nigerian producers a chance to export their goods to the Chinese market without added costs. It's a golden opportunity. Nigeria can now sell more of its raw materials, agricultural products, and manufactured goods in China and earn foreign exchange. For a country eager to grow beyond oil, this is a huge step forward. And it's not one-sided. China gains access to new markets, partnerships, and natural resources, all while creating jobs and improving lives on both sides. Chapter 3. Skills, Jobs, and Innovation.
Katampi District is the second among 17 projects expected to be commissioned by the President.
This partnership isn't just about buying and selling, it's also about people. China is working with Nigerian industries, tech firms, and universities to boost education and skills. A new focus is being placed on vocational training and Chinese language learning, giving young Nigerians tools to compete in a global market. One of the most exciting developments is the introduction of science parks and innovation zones. China presented its Zhongguancun Science Park model in Africa for the first time. But instead of copying it directly, both countries are planning to create a new, Nigerian-led version that fits local needs. This could be a huge boost for Nigeria's tech sector, encouraging startups, innovation, and global partnerships. Chapter 4. Infrastructure that works. Let's talk about something everyone notices: infrastructure. For many years, Nigeria has faced serious challenges when it comes to basic infrastructure. Roads were broken or missing, electricity was unreliable, and water supply systems simply couldn't meet the needs of the growing population. These problems didn't just affect comfort, they held back progress. Without working roads, it's hard for farmers to sell their crops. Without steady power, factories shut down. And without clean water, health and hygiene suffer. But change is happening. In the last decade alone, over $8 billion has been committed to rebuilding Nigeria's infrastructure, and even more investment is on the way, thanks in large part to China. This partnership is not just about writing checks, it's about building things that last. Some of the completed projects already making a difference include the Abuja N16 main road, which improves traffic and trade within the capital, the Greater Water Supply Project, which brings clean water to more homes, and new green energy power plants that focus on sustainable electricity for the future. These improvements may seem small, but they fuel something bigger. Good roads, power, and clean water boost farms, factories, and families, driving real economic growth. Chapter 5. Green Energy and Agriculture. Beyond buildings and machines, the China-Nigeria partnership is investing in the future of the planet. Africa has huge potential for solar, wind, and hydropower, and China is helping tap into that. Investments in green energy are on the rise. This not only helps fight climate change, but also solves a major Nigerian challenge: energy shortages. Water access is also a major focus. As part of a broader effort to solve water scarcity, China is funding a $500 million major water project in Africa, marking a huge step toward ending shortages that affect millions across the continent. In agriculture, new cooperation programs are boosting Nigerian farming through better training, modern technology, and improved infrastructure. That means more food on the table and more to export. When Nigeria grows stronger in energy, water, and food, it's not just solving today's problems, it's preparing for a better tomorrow. And when Nigeria grows more food, it feeds its people and creates export potential. If you're enjoying the video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into global partnerships that are changing the world. Chapter 6. A balanced partnership. But not everyone is cheering just yet. While the China-Nigeria partnership brings impressive opportunities, some experts are raising a red flag. The relationship must be balanced to truly work in the long run. At the moment, China is Nigeria's biggest trading partner, but the trade is one-sided. Nigeria imports far more than it exports, an imbalance that can't sustain long-term growth or benefit its people. This is why Nigerian leaders and economists are beginning to ask the tough but necessary questions. How can Nigeria train its workforce to benefit from Chinese investment? Can local entrepreneurs build strong brands instead of relying on imports? And most importantly, can this partnership solve key issues like power shortages, food insecurity, and unemployment? Because real partnership isn't about one country rising while the other stands still. It's about growing together with shared wins and long-term results. That's what will make this cooperation meaningful, not just for Nigeria, but for all of Africa. Chapter 7. Healthcare, Tech, and Security. The partnership also extends into health and technology. China has pledged to send 2,000 medical professionals across Africa, including Nigeria. It's also investing in hospital networks and public health programs. These efforts line up with Nigeria's plan to modernize its healthcare system. In the tech world, Chinese companies are teaming up with Nigerian firms on projects ranging from telecom to cybersecurity. And yes, security is on the table too. With rising concerns about terrorism, piracy, and cyber threats, both countries are working to strengthen intelligence sharing and response systems. Chapter 8. What makes this different? You might be wondering, is this just another flashy announcement? Or is it actually different this time? The truth is, something has changed, and here's what makes this moment stand out. First, there's a formal structure in place. Nigeria has introduced the National China Strategic Partnership, NCSP, directly under the control of the presidency. This means the collaboration isn't being handled in scattered parts anymore. It's now centralized, streamlined, and closely managed. No more random projects. Everything is coordinated with a clear national agenda. Second, the partnership is built on a long-term vision. It's no longer just about quick infrastructure projects like roads or one-time loans. The real focus is on sustainable development, investing in people, building skills, and driving innovation. The goal isn't just to build, it's to transform. Third, we're already seeing real results. The science parks are being planned. Renewable energy investments are growing. Health, education, and agriculture sectors are seeing new momentum. These are not future promises, they're current actions. And finally, Nigeria has something it didn't have before: leverage. Thanks to the zero-tariff policy and billions already poured into development, Nigeria is not just a recipient, it's a real partner. It now has the power to shape terms, negotiate better deals, and push for what truly benefits its people. This isn't just another deal. It could be the beginning of a new era. Chapter 9. Africa's bigger picture. And what does this mean for the rest of Africa? Nigeria's rise could open doors for the entire continent. With the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA, gaining momentum, a stronger Nigeria could become a hub for regional growth, exporting not just goods, but skills, knowledge, and innovation. Professor Sheriff Ibrahim put it best: China-Africa relations are becoming a bandwagon of hope, a force too strong to break. So, is this partnership perfect? Number. But it is powerful, and it's moving fast. If Nigeria can keep the focus on people, skills, and balance, this partnership could reshape the country's future and uplift an entire continent in the process. This is not about dependency, it's about cooperation, not about short-term deals, but long-term transformation. What do you think about this growing alliance between China and Nigeria? Is it the beginning of a brighter future for Africa? Or are there hidden risks we should be watching closely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get a real conversation going. And don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth looks at the forces shaping our world.